Hi.
Welcome back. So today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about a video I recently made. So that video is the No More SLLs. So I got a lot of comments, and some or many were kind of negative, and they didn't understand why I decided to do that, about cultural appropriation and all of those things. So today I wanted to talk about what's called hearing privilege. Privilege. No, I can never spell that right.
Yeah, privilege.
So anyways, I wanted to describe what it means and how that's related, and then what you can do with that. So what is hearing privilege? What does it mean?
Okay, so when you think about how the world's set up, how it runs, everything is based on sound. And that's called phonocentric, which means that means that everything is based on sound or audio. So it's based on your ability to hear things like the radio or TV or people talking or even like internet videos. It's based on talking and listening. So, there are some adaptations, like there's closed captioning, or you can have an interpreter, but it's very limited. People don't typically think, you have to request for it, or even fight for the rights to be able to use those type of things, and it's not a visually based world. It's not.
Right. Something similar we had mentioned before in a video, it was called incidental learning, which I will have linked up above and down below in the description. So you can click on that and watch it, which might help you to understand that a little bit better. But basically, it means that a hearing person is able to randomly just hear things throughout the day. If, like I said, you turn on the radio in your car, or just walking around, other people, talking about things, I can hear those things, whereas Jenna can't. So, just randomly I can learn things where she can't. She has to put a lot more effort. So I want to say it's not obviously exactly the same, but maybe a similar concept you might understand is white privilege. So meaning I, or actually we, have what's called white privilege. So it's easier for us, than say like a person who's Black or Hispanic or any other sort of ethnicity. So, some people deny that it exists, but it's true. If I'm just walking around, people aren't going to automatically look at me and think, I'm a gangster, or, I'm going to steal something, or, something like that, generally. So that's what's considered like white privilege. It's just something you have. So now we're going to give you a few examples of what would be considered hearing privilege. One example of hearing privilege is I can easily call people. I can just pick up the phone, dial, and then talk. That's it. I don't have to have internet. I don't need any other thing. I can just simply call. Everything's already set up for me. The other people on the other end, they have a phone too. They can talk, unless there's some horrible accent. But in general, it's easy for me to make a call. I can just contact someone through the phone.
Whereas I have to make sure, do I have a video phone, or do I have some sort of program that I can use like video chat? And then do I have a stable internet connection that's fast enough? Okay, and then I call through, say, Relay. Then I have to hope that the other person understands how to use Relay. If they don't, then I risk them hanging up on me, which is frustrating. And then, or I have to explain it, and it's really awkward. And okay, maybe if we get through that, then I can talk, but it's more of a struggle, more of an effort to communicate.
Right, and also another thing maybe we shouldn't say, but it's true, going through VRS, now understand, I work VRS, and I'm not saying VRS interpreters are lousy, but sometimes, if you call through VRS, the interpreter might not match you well, or they don't understand, or they just don't have the background knowledge, so you're always required to use a third person in that conversation, unless the other person happens to be deaf or no sign. So often, there's a barrier like that third person, and also it's not very private either. So that's another thing, whereas I can just call, I can call naked if I want. It doesn't matter. They can't see me. Whereas she can't.
Clothes.
Yeah, clothes. Ugh, lousy. So another hearing privilege would be ease of communication. similar to the phone, but just in general, if I go outside, I walk around, unless someone's speaking another language again. But if I just speak to any stranger who knows English, which most people here in my area do, it's easy. I can just walk up to them, I can talk with anyone, I can ask them for directions, I can go into a store, ask for assistance, or if somebody walks up to me from behind and talks, I can turn around, chat with them. Really easy, no problem.
Whereas I have to make more of an effort, or have to make more decisions here. Do I want to use my voice and talk to them that way, or should I try and write back and forth with them, or gesture? Is it even worth my time or not? So I have to sit there and think about that. Plus, if the person comes up behind me, I can't hear them and they think I'm rude. Which I'm not, I can't hear them, and there's a lot of misunderstandings happening, which is not my fault. So what happens?
Right, and then there's always that awkward, oh, you're deaf, oh, blah, 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 blah. Really awkward. So, there's just a few examples of what hearing privilege means. Many people don't even understand that it exists, period. So, that's kind of why I wanted to, talk about that. Because of my SLLs, I do have hearing privilege over other potential deaf teachers. For ASL, it's easier for me to teach because I'm hearing, maybe you're hearing, and it's easier that way. So I just want to talk more about hearing privilege and what it means. So for part 2 of this video, we're going to discuss what can you do with your hearing privilege. We can discuss some possible situations where you can use it, maybe if you're an interpreter or not. So hopefully you look out for that for part 2. Okay. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video and you've learned a little bit. Maybe if you never heard of hearing privilege before, now you understand and can think about it more. So, if you have hearing privilege, yeah. Okay, hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, all of the social media links will be down below, so click those and also remember to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye! Not, but and run, 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 like a lion.